Coming in, they're away and racing for the Robertson Jones intermediate race. Heading there, the 5 runners heading towards the first of 18 fences in the pride. Well up there in the early stages, the 5 of them pop over that one. Settling down then, Jenna Prize, taking them along in the blue colours from Charlotte Green, and the yellow on the inner. Desert Sting on the inside, Indigo Island wide, jumping it in 3rd and 4th positions, and Best Director clears it in 5th as the 5 of them skip over the first 2. When they get to the judge, they'll have 2 complete circuits of the course to go. And towards him it's Jenna Prize and Joe Knox taking them along from Charlotte Green. 2nd spot, pulling a little bit. Desert Sting races 3rd on the inside. Indigo Island is 4th on the outer, and Best Director just brings up the rear. Steady pace being set by the leader. They make their way towards the 3 fences on the left-hand side of the track. Where's Jenna Pride? Going to be the first to get to it. From Charlotte Green, Desert Sting. Indigo Island on the outer. Just changed colours, Lily Pinchy now wearing black. White sleeves. And back to the check of Best Director. 2nd fence looms up pretty quickly. Jenna Prize and Desert Sting with Charlotte Green, 1, 2 and 3, more or less in the air together, but that one's Best Director on the inside and Indigo Island on the outer. So it's 3rd and 3 on this section of the course. Get to it now, they're all safely over. Charlotte Green just losing a little bit of ground, drop back into 3rd spot at the moment as they take the turn towards the fences over on the far side of the track. Desert Sting then, head glass in the plate, looking for a double here today. Leads by 3 lengths or so from Jenna Pride in 2nd spot, 2 back behind this one to Indigo Island in 3rd. Then Charlotte Green 4th and Best Director in the rear as they approach the open ditch. First of 2 occasions, Desert Sting safely over, and the other 4 likewise. And towards the next then, continuing in this intermediate race. Kind of Robertson Jones. Towards the next side, Desert Sting continues in front, that's clear of the rest of the field. Headed by Jenna Pride, 2 lengths clear on Indigo Island, who in turn is a length and a half clear of Charlotte Green. And this one 2 clear of Best Director. Leader almost got to the last on the far side of this circuit. The approach to it leads by some 5 or 6 lengths. Desert Sting then. When here at the last meeting comes to it, man's clear of the field. A great change in the order. Desert Sting, Jenna Pride, Indigo Island, 1, 2 and 3. Gap then of some 3 lengths to Charlotte Green, who races in 4th spot, and 2 back behind this one, the Best Director. Begin to swing right-handed and make their way past the start and onto the Gallagher's straight for the 2nd of 3 occasions in this race. Make their way towards the next plate, which the leader safely over, and the other 4 quickly follow. Desert Sting then continues in front, therefore the last half mile or so. Jenna Pride in the 2nd spot on the inner, on the outside is Indigo Island. Yellow colours of Charlotte Green and Best Director. Just brings up the rear as the 5 of them skip over that. And now it's on towards the judge. Charlotte Green just being urged along after that fence by Alex Edwards as they make their way past the judge and out on the final circuit. Desert Sting there in the green and orange leads. On the inside, Jenna Pride in the blue and orange, and the outside Indigo Island in the black and white. Charlotte Green in the yellow races wide, and Best Director in the check colours, the green and red check. 5th at the moment as they make their way towards the first on this left-hand section of the course. Just under a circuit to go. All set the other one. That's on towards the next. 3 plain fences on this left-hand side before they swing once again for the open ditch. This next one is a Sting, almost joined by Jenna Pride at that one. They head towards the last on the far side. Jenna Pride and Joe Knox on board. Last on the far side loops. Desert Sting comes to it. Jenna Pride on the outside. Charlotte Green and Unison Company with Indigo Island. And then Best Director. So they're taking the turn towards the 3 fences over on the far side. This next one, the open ditch will be 5 from home. Jenna Pride now comes to the front. Desert Sting in 2nd spot. Indigo Island moving forward, the pace quickening. Jean Degree also there, and a gap of 4 or 5 lengths to best director at this next one. Jenna Pride leads now by half a length or so. From Desert Sting in second spot, Indigo Island races third, and the Lily Pinchin 2 lengths back behind these to Jean Degree and further back to best director. At the next is Desert Sting this time, who leads but only by half a length or so. The 3 now more or less stride for stride. Desert Sting, Indigo Island, 1 and 2. As they make their way towards the next, Jean Degree continuing in 4th spot, and then best director 5. Swinging right-handed then towards the third from home. Sting once again leads at this one, Indigo Island, Jean Degree. It looks as if Jenna Pride is now starting to move backwards as Desert Sting and Ed Glastonbury increase the pace. Desert Sting then by 3 or 4 lengths now from Indigo Island in second spot. Jean Degree races third, and they're just beginning to leave behind Jenna Pride as best director. Swinging right-handed then and heading towards the Gallagher Straight for the final occasion. 2 plain minutes to go. Desert Sting comes to this one. Clear of Indigo Island just in his second spot. Jean Degree in the yellow colour jumps it in third. And this is Ed Glastonbury looking for his second winner here this afternoon. It takes Desert Sting towards the final fence. Looking back, Jenna Pride has been pulled up, and best director also been pulled up. 3 horses remaining as they make their way towards the final fence. Desert Sting comes over in clear of Jean Degree and Indigo Island, and on the run towards the line. In this Robertson Jones intermediate race, Desert Sting and Ed Glastonbury, the colours of Emily Boster, comes towards the line, clear of the rest of the field. The other two, Jean Degree leads Indigo Island. At the line is Desert Sting, Jean Degree and Indigo Island.
Oh no. Where's yours?